more on the x-axis. Alright, as you can see, my perspective view is not in there, and we got lost our 2D model. How to bring it to the camera view? Just go ahead, right click on your perspective view, and now let's go ahead and click on the icon right here which says zoom extends selected. So if our cylinder is selected or any model is selected in 3D space, if you're going to click on this icon, it's just going to bring the camera in that viewport right on the object. If you want to get out from the object, you're going to click left mouse on this icon, hold it, more menus going to come up, and you're going to click on this icon right here. You're going to zoom out automatically, but camera will be focused on that object, still be focused. If you want to zoom in, back and select the lower icon which says zoom extend selected. Alright, so we can see our object that we're working currently. Alright, go ahead and click on the modify and make sure the cylinder is selected, and slides, we don't want 128, too many polys to working with or edges. And as our reference image, we can see that we have 7 fins. And so let's get back to our 3ds Max, and we want to create a 14 slides. Why 14 slides? Because we have 7 to work with, and 7 which is going to be as our base and on our sides. So the next thing what I want to do, I want to go ahead and click on the cylinder, right click of my mouse button and select editable poly. Now it's editable poly, so we can modify its shape, as we already learned by watching this tutorial. And we're going to go ahead and scroll up these options to the top. And the next thing what we want to do, we want to select the polygons. So we are going to click on a polygon icon over here. Is going to get selected, and now we're going to use the Arbit sub-object tool over here. Click on it, kind of bring our camera something like so in our perspective view, and start selecting the polygons. You're gonna skip one, then using Arbit sub-object tool, rotate our camera view a little bit. Using the control button, you're going to hold the control button when you're going to select another polygon, so it's going to select the multiple polygons. And then you can release your control button, and using the Arbit tool, this guy right here, sub-object, rotate more. Our camera view is, again, you're rotating the camera view, not the 3D model. Our Arbit sub-object tool, click on it, kind of rotate your camera and see what it did. Kind of was cylinder, now it's a little bit squared, which is fine, but those polygons, they're kind of twisted, as you can see. That's perfect. Now we can extend some fins, twist it like so, as you can see. Maybe let's go ahead and twist it a little bit more, like on a reference image. Let's do 60 degrees, like so. 60 degrees are fine. We're going to go with 60 degrees. Okay, so we twisted now. So what you're gonna do now, on the twist, you're going to twist modifier, you're gonna click right button like I'm doing, like so, and you're going to say collapse to, and it's going to bring you that blah 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 that you're not going to get back. You're going to say okay, you're going to say yes. So what it did, it just created the editable polygon into this funny 2D model or object, 3D object. Now you want to go ahead and click on polygon button over here, polygon icon, and those polygons, they're going to be automatically highlighted. If not, get back and make sure that on the twist mode, a modifier, you have your polygons highlighted like I did on my video. Okay, and now what we want to do, we want to extend or extrude. We want to scroll down the options, find the extrude over here option, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna click on the settings, and what it does, as you can see, it's extrude the fins, basically extrude those polygons, and you can say by group, by local, by polygon. Use the by group option, and extrusion height, use about 100. Too much, let's use 50. You can see on our top viewport how big it is. 50 is fine. So it's kinda like the whole cylinder. We extrude by about the same height as a cylinder size. Okay, going to go ahead and click OK, something like so on my top viewport, as you can see. And then using the zoom tool in our perspective view, zoom out just a little bit, make sure that polygons are selected. Okay, like so. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, you will learn what is the Tessellate option from the modifier, how different it is, and how to kind of smooth our model to make it smoother looking, kind of organish looking. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm going to get up in my option view over here to the top, and under the polygon icon I'm going to double click on it, make sure it's not selected, my polygons are not selected anymore. I'm going to go ahead and click on modifier list, as again, let me show it to you again. I'm clicking over here on modifier list, left mouse of my button, scroll it down and finding the Tessellate. Okay, you can see our model get to the funny kind of object. We don't want that, so you can, using the Orbit sub-object tool in our perspective view, you can rotate your camera and see it's kind of funny. So how to fix that? Tension, you want to use a tension about 5 instead of 25, and you can see by controlling the tension you can control how it's going to tessellate by adding more polygons. Let's try maybe 7. And it's saying faces or the polygons. You want to select on the polygons. As you can see, when you're selecting on the polygons, our polygons become more squarish instead of triangle. And as I told you, you want to kind of stay away from the triangle polygons. You want to have our polygons more square. So now we have more square polygons. That's why you want to operate on polygons by about 7, like so. Okay, we're fine like now. You can see now we're getting to the fan, a nice inside of the fan with the fins. Next thing what we want to do, we want to maybe a little bit smooth it. Before we're going to smooth it, what you want to do, you want to save this. Always save, constantly save in 3ds Max, because as a beginner you can do something and you can crash the application. Try to save every single step that you're doing. It doesn't take that much space. Click on this guy right here, save as. Click on the save as and just name it. I'm going to name it PC fan, and fins, whatever you want to name it. Going to click save. It's going to take a few seconds and save it. Okay, the next thing what I want to do, I want to smooth it. I didn't save before, but try to save constantly. Okay, you just learn how to save it, and try to make different files like PC fan 1, PC fan 2, PC fan 3, so you always can get back, because 3D Max crashing a lot, especially when you're beginner, you're not sure what you're doing and your machine is not too fast, your computer is not too fast. This machine is very fast, that's why it is like so. Okay, and modifier list, click on modifier list and find mesh smooth. This guy right here, it's saying mesh smooth. Click on it. You can see we smooth it a little bit, and that just Perfect. That's what we're looking for. We want to make it like this kind of fence. Don't worry about the base of the where we extruded of our cylinder. It can be like this. We're going to fix it later on, and I'm going to show you. We're going to just create another cylinder as we discussed, and we're going to place it on into that fin fence. Okay, let's have a look in our reference image. Yeah, something like that. We have just a little bit different, but that's fine. We're not going to get into the completely details. You can spend some times and get completely details by moving the vertices. We're not going to do so. You're learning basic polygon subdivision methods today, so you can create basic models, and then you can go advanced after that. Okay, so that's fine. I'm satisfied with that. Let's keep it like so. The next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on create and select the cylinder, click on the cylinder, and over here in the center of our fan I'm going to create a cylinder like so, about like so. Get out just a little bit out of that cylinder base, and then get height, make it a little bit bigger than our cylinder of the fence, and then using the select move tool and using my front viewport, just kind of position it like about like so. Then zoom in a little bit in our front view, then using the pen view and zoom in again. I'm using my third mouse button. You can use this zoom icon, okay, and using the select and move tool, kinda put it like like so. Okay, so let me demonstrate you something. When you're going to move your fence, the cylinder